reconstitute my cornfields using the reclaim landscape spell.
Hey, Clynn,
Yep.
And
you want to start an elaborate YouTube show?
hiding in the useless swamp. The
Sure.
immortal maze walker. I love corn.
Call the wizard!
Hi, I'm Nur-D.
And I'm Clynn, and this is Genesis Armorum.
Woo! We out here, people!
We
Blah,
made it.
blah, blah, blah. Genesis Armorum is going to be a show that focuses on creating fun and interesting ways for you to create TTRPG characters for your games. Now, this idea came from the time where we were hanging out at Gen Con, the world's biggest gaming convention. The last night of the con, we began digging through a book and tarot deck that we picked up earlier in the day.
Yeah, we began doing tarot pulls and creating characters based on what we pulled, and building whole stories around these scenarios.
Yeah. The TTRPG community megastar, Diana of the Rose, shout out to Diana, just so happened to be there while we were doing this, and they decided to stick around, chill, and hang with us as we created together.
Yeah. Afterwards, she mentioned how interesting it was to listen to and just kind of see happen, and suggested that we make it into a show or something.
And now it is a show or something.
Here we are. Oh man! So we thought for the very first episode we would pay homage to how this all began by creating new characters with tarot readings.
Yes. For our pulls for this episode, we will be using that very deck that we found at Gen Con. That's right, people. The Fable Makers animated tarot deck from Hit Point Press.
Yeah, while the deck itself is absolutely beautiful, the biggest highlight of the set is the guidebook that comes with it, containing TTRPG specific spreads. Misty Bourne and Verity Lane created these layouts as ways for players and DMs to think creatively about their characters' backstories and to expand past their current line of thinking. It's been a blast using this over this year.
Yeah, that was
and I can't wait to show it to you all.
Now, before we continue on with the episode, we got to apologize for a little bit of something, all right? Because it's a weird cut in to the next section. So, full disclosure, we had an entirely different start to this video, recorded multiple times, I might add to.
Yes.
And each of those times, something went horribly wrong, and we lost it all. And that was, we thought we had it, we thought we were ready to go, and it happened again. So, this one isn't getting lost. This one is ready for you. So if it feels like a weird transition, know that was totally planned and exactly how we wanted it to go down. But I wanted to make sure we gave a special thank you to our friend Isaac Jordan, who was facilitating the reading for this episode. They are an amazing musician, talented person. You got to go check them out. They use their time, their energy to help us create this first episode. So whenever you can, take the time, check out their music, check out their stuff. They're really cool. You're going to like them.
Yeah. Their website will be later in the video as well as in the description below. So please go check that out. Give them a follow everywhere.
All the follows. 6 follows if you can.
All 6 of them.
If you can make 5 other accounts, follow them all 6 of your stuff.
I love it.
Yeah.
Without further ado, here are our readings.
Here we go. Woo!
What's different about this particular spread is we are pulling tarot cards to really understand your D&D character and their journey. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So with that in mind, we really wanted to use this particular rubric for our spread. It's a 7-card spread. And this card spread is going to really kind of determine that starting point. Really give us a concrete idea of who this character is, maybe what are their motives, and what could possibly be that thorn in their side. So, without further ado, card 1 for your character. This will be the fire card, your character's passion.
8 of Wands in reverse.
8 of Wands, but in reverse. We have here a bit of stagnation. Ooh, okay. Interesting. We have lack of energy, maybe a panic. You might be moving too fast. Plans might not go as you planned them to. Okay. What I'm giving is your character here might be a very driven individual. But there just happens to always be a hiccup present. So I think right now, this is a very interesting starting place because we know where your character might be at, but we don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
And that will make this spread journey very interesting.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? What are you feeling from this here?
Yeah, let me look at this. So this person could be very paranoid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And maybe that very paranoia, maybe even the fear of stagnation
Yeah.
is pushing them to achieve whatever it is they're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
That's what a start.
What truly,
Absolutely.
what a start. All right. The next card here to pull will be the acid card, or your character's weakness.
I don't want that in reverse.
Oftentimes we think of the knight, we think of, nobility, we think of tenacity, we think of a very driven individual. However, in reverse of wands, we have a bit of recklessness, some frustration present, maybe a bit of arrogance involved in who we are,
Yeah.
and volatility. So, in my opinion, poor characteristics as weakness, yes.
Yeah.
That would make sense. That would make sense if these would be things that aren't best attributed to your character. Now, this could either be within yourself. This could be your environment. This could be an entity. This could be a system.
Yeah.
I don't like being in a stagnant place. Maybe this place is keeping me stagnant. Maybe I myself am keeping myself stagnant. Maybe I myself am an existing contradiction, or the system is a contradiction, an antithesis to who I want to be, who I want to strive to be.
Clearly a passion inside this character to get shit done.
Which we love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
We don't know the direction of it.
Right.
We just know that no motion is bad.
Yes.
And we know that there is a recklessness for motion.
All right, so we now have card 3. This will be our lightning card. Your character's defining moment. Wow.
Ace of Chalices.
Ace of okay.
Switching it up.
Ew.
More wands.
This is nice. This
Bring back the wands.
You're evil. You're so evil for that.
I
That's
want
funny.
more wands.
That's
if
funny.
There's no more wands. I'm out.
This is very much giving new relation. This is very much giving, this new relation could also be a saving grace.
Yeah.
This new relation could be maybe a sign of growth.
Yeah.
So we have here pulling up, right? Love, new relationship, emotional expression, creativity, and joy.
Ooh. All the things that they weren't feeling before.
All the things that they definitely were not feeling before.
Yeah.
Ew, we like this a lot. Okay.
Yeah. The thing that I'm thinking of is, so ace is singular.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe
This relationship is a relationship with himself. And it's the whole thing of to pour out of yourself well.
Yep.
You have to fill your cup fully.
100%. Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're rounding out the purpose. This is our poison card. This card will be your character's worst quality.
2 of Chalices.
Well.
Wild.
Interesting. The worst quality could be the relationship. We might be too deep into that.
Yeah.
We might be self-serving.
Yeah.
If it's ourselves. We might be, I'm getting lost in the sauce with this other individual. He pulled this 2 of Chalices in upright position. So we're looking at harmony, partnership, intimacy, mutual respect, and attraction. Maybe there's a hiccup. Maybe there's a hang up. Maybe we're too selfish. Maybe we're a bit greedy in this relationship, and we're taking too much.
Yeah. In previous attempts at this, you guys, when a positive card came up for a negative thing, you read the reverse of it.
Yes.
Which in this case is incompatibility, disagreement, disharmony, lack of connection, and emotional imbalance.
See how I clocked OT like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much on the nose.
Yep.
Pulling out our 5th card in our spread, this is the cold. Your character's greatest need. We low-key kind of know what that might be, but let's see what the cards tell us. What is the card saying?
7 of Chalices.
Okay.
Heavenly number.
Okay.
I want more wands.
You are reckless.
We are collecting cups over here.
Be careful what you wish for. We're
All
trying to grow emotionally. Upright. All right, we have choices. Fantasizing. Illusion. confusion, and dreams. It's very much giving weighing our options. You need to be weighing out your emotions. You need to be thinking, okay, clearly I'm doing too much in this relationship.
Yeah.
And too much of the bad thing. I need to look inward here and reflect some more.
Yes.
You know, I have all of these all these wonderful things pouring into me, and that's great. What am I doing with it, though? Because I could do a lot. I could do a lot of good. I could also do a lot of bad.
I think the thing that I kind of am seeing in this moment is that this was an arranged relationship.
Interesting.
You know?
Okay.
Because it's what my character, what they need.
Yes.
You know? I think they need an ability to choose.
I mean, yeah. That would make a lot of sense considering.
Someone picked for them. They're in this place in life where things are kind of happening as they are.
Yeah.
It's
not a lot of choices.
Not a lot of choices.
Yeah. Very much it's a product of your environment, and then the environment is very shitty. Our 6th card, second to last card here, the restraint card. Ooh. This will be your character's greatest obstacle.
6 of chalices in reverse.
God damn.
More chalices.
All of the emotions.
Lots of emotional turmoil with that one right there. Oh, and we pulled this in reverse. So it looks like we have some resentment present. Maybe we're not evolving as best as we should.
Yeah.
Right? Resolving past issues, wistfulness.
I don't know if my character resents their partner.
Okay.
Or if they resent the person who picks it for them, you know?
Okay. Right, the environment that they're in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I mean, it could be both.
It really could be both.
The partner could just be the dumping ground because it's equal ground for them.
Absolutely.
You know?
Oh, I like that. I like the internal battle.
Yeah.
I like this internal struggle that's happening here. All right, and last but not least, we have the blindness. This will be your character's blind spot. The one thing your character wasn't expecting. Oh, girl, that hurt a little bit. Hold on. I thought I was good.
Knight of Swords in reverse.
Knight of Swords.
My blind spot.
Again, restlessness. That word comes up again. Inferiority complex. Damn. Impulsiveness and being timid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. But what's interesting, again, the blind spot. You yourself were probably thinking, well, Pookie, I've done a lot of growing.
Yeah.
You know, I started out pretty bad. And then I had this great thing come into my life. Learned a lot, gained a lot, gave back a lot. I'm good. You know, I had a little, but then that resentment popped up. Okay, we still might be holding on to some things we should have probably grown past. Therefore, leaving us open to that blind spot.
At its unhealthiest, the knight represents hesitation, stubbornness, thoughtlessness, or fear of being inferior.
Yeah. And honestly, it makes a lot of sense. It really does sound like this just coming from a natural place of trauma.
Yeah.
And just understanding this is something that I have to work through. I don't just get over it the next day.
Yeah.
So when I look at this spread here, because this is our completed spread, it really is giving, this is where we're jumping off here, but these last 5 cards is giving cycle. And I would even say that these last 5 here are interchangeable. You know,
this character could resent the person that they were.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And they need choices about how to be different. They don't have it.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Courtney, we just finished your character. Love that. Lots of potential for writing, lots of mess involved. That's always fun.
Yes.
Nur-D, are you ready?
I am.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
We will be starting off with the fire card. This will be your character's passion. Choose wisely.
I'm picking this one.
3 of Swords. You know what's crazy? This card was picked for me last week when I did my reading for myself.
Look at that.
I find that. And it was also in reverse.
Whoa.
Okay, so pulled in reverse 3 of Swords are keywords here. We're going to be dealing with a release, a forgiveness, hope, maybe a reconciliation, emotional healing. So it sounds like you could be a healer.
My passion is for release, forgiveness. Interesting. Reconciliation, hope, and emotional healing. I'm thinking that passion for forgiveness and healing and reconciliation, trying to get people back to the table.
Come on.
Who knows?
Is the food good?
We'll see.
Ooh. Card number 2, the acid card. This will be your character's weakness.
Aha!
Oh, the King of Chalices.
In reverse.
In reverse.
King
So
Cups.
this actually might work out well for you then.
King Cups, weakness.
Manipulation.
Ooh.
You pull this in reverse as well. Emotional repression.
Ooh.
Domination. Insensitivity and temper. Probably a poor temper. Okay, but this is weakness here. Your character's weakness. This could be representative of you. You could be an emotional manipulator. You could be, with your ability and power to heal, you might be one that tends to teeter onto the dark side of things, you Scorpio King. And you might be one that goes, oh, I see a chink in the armor and I might take advantage.
Insensitivity and temper is what stood out to me.
Okay.
And manipulation. I think that this person's a bad guy.
Your character?
Yeah.
Okay, card 3. Here we have the lightning card. This will be your character's defining moment. This could be the card that lets us know, are you really the villain or are you the good guy?
True.
You. Get over here, you.
All right.
Aha! Look! I'll never know what way it did.
I saw it was right side up.
The Ace of Coins. Okay, in upright position here we have opportunity. This is an opportunity. Strong foundation, career, prosperity, manifestation. Your house was built on the rock. Very, very interesting. This really is giving golden opportunity. This is your chance to potentially prove yourself.
Foundation, career, prosperity. Maybe I got a lot of money. Or maybe I got a lot of power.
Potentially.
In order to fulfill my passion. Though I'm not thinking all the way through about it.
That's correct. It does say here in the book, this is the beginning of an adventuring career. Not just a chance at adventure, but it is the seasoning and shaping of that possibility.
Is this an opportunity?
Exactly. An opportunity to either prove yourself, an opportunity to take advantage of, which could be scary considering you'd like to manipulate.
Yeah.
Our next card here, card 4, we have the poison card. This, Matt, will be your character's worst quality.
Ooh.
7 of coins, but this flew
You
over.
flipped 2. We're putting both out.
Oh, well, that's not a thing.
Double read.
Double read.
That's not a thing.
Okay,
We're gonna explode.
It is a thing.
Oh, I don't know.
Breaking rules. So, first things first. This is very interesting, actually. 7 of coins. Keywords here. We have long-term plan. We have results, a vision, a persistence to maybe see that vision through, cultivation. It very much sounds like, especially with this last one here, our Ace of Coins, it sounds like we're really much manifesting. And now, the 7 of Coins, in tandem with the 2 of Chalices, but pulled in reverse. It sounds like, well, with all this manifesting, we need to be planning.
Needs to be.
We're having a hard time planning a plot.
A long term.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Which could make sense considering 2 of Chalices came into play. Meaning there might be a partnership present that could be inhibiting. Now, it is in reverse, letting us know that some incompatibility could be present, a bit of disagreement, disharmony, a lack of connection, or an emotional imbalance. This could still be within yourself. This doesn't have to involve a second person.
I don't think it does.
Sounds like there might be an internal conflict present, which is why we're having a hard time planning and manifesting.
I think that this person is in a very interesting spot because they have a vision and they know what they want and they have the opportunity to do it, but it's going to take some time and they're not necessarily a time person, a planning person.
And you know that very well could be a result of the fact that you might be taking advantage of people.
Which is bad.
Yeah. It's very much giving consequence of your action. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, we just finished our 4th pull. On to our 5th pull now. This will be the cold. This will represent your character's greatest need. Alrighty, quick with it. Greatest need.
8 of chalices.
An
So
emotional
many
need.
chalices.
Okay. An emotional need. This actually does make a lot of sense. It really does sound like we have some growing to do here. And it does sound like it's stemming from a need of emotional growth. 8 of chalices, though, very much giving take what I need, leave what I don't. There might be a specific emotional growth that is present here taking place. You pulled in an upright. Your greatest need, escapism. A bit of withdrawal, okay? A little reclusion. Letting go. Travel. Abandonment. You need to maybe step away from what you've been doing. Whether that be the taking advantage of, whether that be trying to sort out what's going on with this relationship, whether that be with yourself or with someone else that is inhibiting you from really planning out your vision, really putting your manifestation to action, or completely uprooting and starting again, redefining your purpose.
Travel, letting go.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe stop doing this thing and focus on a different thing. I think I have an idea.
All right.
I love.
I like that a lot.
We're feeling it. I'm feeling this.
Can you
as a
feel it?
character.
Yeah.
I think this is a bad guy, but like a bad guy who thinks they're the good guy.
Oh, that can get really dangerous. Ooh, I like that a lot. Our 6th card we're pulling is the restraint. This will be your character's obstacle.
More chalices!
All right. This is your obstacle, but you've pulled the 4 of chalices in reverse. So, motivation, interest, gratitude, staying gracious. Yeah. Seizing the opportunities. Okay, and being proactive. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense, actually. This also could signify some emotional rigidness.
Yeah.
Really not wanting to move. Really kind of just, I'd rather stay stagnant. This was a lot for me, right? This uproot that I had here, that took a lot out of me emotionally. You might want to stay stagnant. You really shouldn't. That could be tough. You're one to manipulate. So being manipulated yourself might come easy to you.
We only got one more.
We only have one more. And this last card is interesting too. This will signify your blindness. The weak spot, the blind spot, the one thing you weren't expecting.
Aha!
Ooh.
Death! Just death! Just death!
Now,
your blind spot is death.
Now,
it's
the thing you weren't expecting.
So you know what? And how often do people expect death?
But you know what, though? This is what I love about this card. Everyone thinks, oh, God, that's it. It's the end of the line.
It says death.
But notice the sunrise in the background.
The fiery ball of plasma? That's also death. You can't get too close to it. That's the Grim Reaper
skin
on
cancer,
here.
Isaac.
Oftentimes signifying new horizons. Maybe I'm getting very much.
I used to go to New Horizons. Daycare center.
Come on. We love a full circle moment.
And I like New Horizon.
And you might like this one because this was a broken path. I don't think this was going to work. And through removing ourselves and getting away here, taking what was needed and stepping on, reflecting.
My blind spot is change endings, rebirth, inevitability, and transformation.
This is fun too. This got a lot of tea.
Yeah.
This a couple movies.
Yes.
This is Blockbuster and its sequel.
I think I have an idea.
Cool.
I'm excited. I have a plan for this person.
Awesome.
Both of y'all's readings were really fun.
Yeah.
Very messy.
Yes.
Lots of jumping off points. Lots of potential branches and opportunities. And that wraps up our character, Tarot Journey Read.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for having me here.
Of course.
Testing me with y'all's energy.
Quick shout out. Isaac, you make music.
I do.
Yeah. Do you want to
Where can they
shout out
find
your
yourself?
socials
Yeah.
where people can find you?
So I have many socials, and unfortunately, they're all very different names. So you can find all of my socials as well as all of the links to all of the music that I have out to stream, as well as performance videos on my website. That is isaacjordan.org, ISAACJORDAN.org, O-R-G. I have an album coming soon. Advertising for said album will start soon. But until then, please enjoy my singles Let Loose and What Is Happening to Me. I'm excited. You should be excited.
Thanks, past us. We're back and better than ever. Here to discuss the characters we made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this.
I'm actually very pumped as well.
I had a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah, no, it was like an interesting version of what we did the very first time, and now we kind of can share. Oh, what we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You know what? You go first. You had the first reading. You go first. We'll keep in lockstep with what we did before.
Totally. So you guys just watched the readings that we did to us the previous week.
It was only the 1 week, and we didn't do any weird edits at all.
Just the one. Just the one. Not at all.
Yep.
Well, in that case, I am happy to introduce to you my character,
Yeah.
Zero.
Zero.
Zero is a protector ASMR
Ooh.
that was born into service of a god who grants them
Ooh.
powers in exchange that she does their bidding on the material plane.
Yeah.
So I started her off as a warlock, kind of going off of the cards that I pulled that talked about stagnation, driven but no direction, the idea of feeling kind of stuck in where they are, this toxic relationship that they have with someone, and then this idea that they need to find themselves through their journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she has grown up working for this god. I made her a Celestial Pack Warlock for the first couple levels. But as she's kind of like getting into this and getting into rhythm, she realizes like this is something that my family chose for me and that's something I chose for me.
Yeah.
So she leaves the temple, middle of the night, no plan, and just goes and tries to find herself. And as she finds herself, she realizes that a lot of this magic is inside of her. So transitioning from warlock into sorcerer. So I believe I did 3 levels of warlock and then 17 levels of sorcerer.
Nice.
Celestial Pack, because I mean she's still an ASMR.
Yeah.
She still has ties to it, but there's this power that has been given to her inside of her that she doesn't need to look to for external sources to be able to do. As she adventures, I put in here, she begins to recognize the powerful magic that was hers all along, starts to develop a relationship with herself that she never had. I mean, her name is, I put an I instead of an E, but her name literally means nothing. So the idea of someone calling her nothing and all you are is an extension of this other god.
That's sad.
To venturing out and finding out who she is.
Which is not sad, which is cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think it'd be a beautiful story to tell.
I'd agree. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I had a character, it's funny that you did Warlock. First of all, Warlocks are my favorite class.
Oh, yes.
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 Warlocks are my favorite class, so chances are you're going to see a lot of Warlocks on this show just because I am a Warlock fangirly. But that being said, my character is also a Warlock, though they started off differently. So my character is called Brother Bliss, and I made a villain, actually, or at least a misunderstood hero, depending on what you think about it. So I had used Hobgoblin, and I did 4 levels in Rogue, ultimately choosing Mastermind Rogue, and then I did the rest 16 levels in Warlock, the Great Old One patron.
Okay.
So the basic concept for Brother Bliss is that they were raised in a goblin horde. I love goblins, by the way. As a hobgoblin, he's sort of put in charge over a large swaths of little goblins running around and the horde and stuff. So he's not so much of a fighter himself, but more of a tactician. And then after a particularly destructive battle where his goblin horde was wiped out by conquering heroes or whatever, because goblins are constantly seen as bad, he decides that no more fighting. And one of the things I thought was fun with my tarot reading was that it was a lot about bringing people to the table, but also insensitivity and single-mindedness and not really thinking about the consequences of one's actions. And so After, in the ashes of the fight, a being, an unworldly being of love and peace, reached out to him and said, like, I'll make everybody friends if you spread my gospel of happiness around the world. So he gets a book, he's a pack of the tome, and it's a weird ass book, and he goes around basically making everybody friends, and everyone's friends, or else. And that's kind of like the idea. I liked it, and hobgoblins are really cool. They have really cool mechanics, especially with the rogue feat of Mastermind being able to help from 30 feet away. When hobgoblins help, they give extra bonuses to the characters. So in my head, it was like, it's a fun mechanic that you can use for a villain in a campaign that is very much like, you see me wearing my One Piece hat, very much like Big Mom, the concept of, I want everybody to be friends and be around me and be happy and loving. And if you're not going to do that, I will make your life miserable. And I think that's really cool. And I like creating villains that don't necessarily have a lot of strength themselves, but more about convincing other people to do things they wouldn't normally do.
Totally.
So yeah, no, that's my character. I was really excited about it.
That's incredible.
Yeah, no, it was really fun. It's cool. You can make a good guy, you can make a bad guy. These are for NPCs, player characters, whatever you need. You can find really cool ways. And this was really fun to look at too.
Yeah.
Just in general, to go through the Fable Makers, the tarot. It was like really cool to just like actually read all that stuff.
Yeah, and there's so much in that supplement that they have characters in there. They have ways for dungeon masters to be able to make characters on the fly.
Spells that are attributed to each of the cards, which was really cool.
Yep.
Like, so you just get a concept they didn't pay us to say that. We just really liked it.
We're just huge fans.
So yeah, that was dope.
Yeah,
it was super cool. And who's doing the art for this?
I'm doing the art. So I don't have it finished because we just are working on the seat of our pants.
Lies.
Flying by it.
We'll snap and then we'll finish. You have it finished.
I was gonna say that what we'll do is here's me showing Nur-D the art that I made for this.
It is finished now. Surprise! Back to the future again.
Yeah. Oh man.
Cool.
Thank you so much for joining us on this very first episode of Genesis Armorum.
Woo!
We hope you enjoyed. There's going to be more content coming.
2 more content.
If you'd like, we can post the spread on our socials.
Good. That'd be cool. Check it out.
Check it out. Maybe do a reading for yourself.
Yeah.
Share your characters that you make. We'd love to see the things that come out of this.
Yeah.
Through this whole journey, if you want to make stuff alongside of us, we'd love to
Please
see
do.
it.
We'll make a huge campaign versus everybody's characters. It'll be really kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, all right. Peace out and roll them dice, baby.
Thank you so much for watching our first ever video. Let us know in the comments if there are other fun ideas we should try for character creation. And while you're there, please like and subscribe, as positive engagement with this video helps YouTube know that this is one worth sharing. Have a good one!